Well, good morning YouTube. Speefest weekend, and I'm getting into it straight away. Well, good morning YouTube. Speefest weekend, and I'm getting into it straight away. Try to do my YouTube, and I didn't like talking to people. It's fine. Yeah, so Speedfest. It's 10 o'clock Saturday morning. Just about to get ready.
I won't get changed in a bit of a YouTube.
No, please don't, because I might get banned. So cars sat there. There's already loads, thousands of people here milling about and stuff like that. So it's Corvettes. It's well, the NASCAR's has already been out for their qualifying. The Corvettes are just getting called up, so I'm going to go and get changed now and have a quick watch of them. I think put some of that footage on because they'll be awesome. Open pipes today, be mega loud, and lovely noises. I think there's about 20 on the grid. There's 39 cars on the grid for us for qualifying, 34 maximum capacity grid in the race, so it's going to be very important to get a decent time in qualifying, because the American stuff I haven't got the power to pass down the straight, so I'll have to just wait and see in qualifying. It's only a 15-minute session, but yeah, so but nerves are starting to kick in, yeah, I'm just kind of rabbiting on. So, but I think my car's sorted. I've got the tyre pressures done, wheels are torqued. It started up this morning, I got out the trailer, so fingers crossed we're kind of good to go. But yeah, so I'll speak to you after qualifying. Cheers, guys. Hello YouTube. Well, qualifying done. Excuse the noise and everything in the background. It's, as you can imagine, a very, very loud weekend this one. Qualifying for us from a P12, not bad out with 39 cars, but to be fair, I'm always pushing qualifying anyway, and couldn't get any clear laps. Ended up kind of having half races with people all the way through the session. That's loud, isn't it? So, but you know, this is a different story. He's loud, isn't he? But yeah. And every time I try and do my YouTube, they call Mr. Grable up, spoiling the show again. Kenny's a racing driver, look. I'll catch him in the race hopefully. But no, it's so a couple of things to look at on the car. I'm just going to check. Felt like the brakes might be dragging a little bit, so I'm going to have a quick look at them now. It's cooled down a little bit, and all the levels seem fine. So just have a quick look, and it seems to be the idiot behind the wheel just not driving fast enough. But as I say, the race is a different thing, so 2:30 today I think our race is, but yeah, anyway, I'm going to go because you'll not be able to hear a word I'm saying anyway. See you soon guys, thanks. race one done. Been done a couple of hours now, to be fair. Actually, just had a quick wander around and see what's going on, and we had a bit of a watch and things. I put a little video of the Corvette anniversary race as well on. It was really good to watch, to be fair. Race one for us was alright, yeah. Bits I could have done better, times are still rubbish, I think, to be fair. There's loads of time left in the car, although the water temperature was very hot, but it's a really warm day, and I've got a couple of ideas of what we can do. After talking to a couple of other people to try and get a bit more air through the radiator to hopefully reduce the water temperature, but we finished 10th overall, I think, and 3rd in class, so not too bad a day. I mean, the Aston Martin, Cannon, Sam Wilson's Aston is in another league, to be fair. That's never in a million years going to catch that. I think I'm probably sticking it to a lot power down, but it's all for fun on the day, innit? But Matt Smith in his Shimera, still half a second or something away from his time, so lots to do. So I'm not sure where Matt finished, but it was ahead of me still. But you know, tomorrow's another day, might be a little bit cooler, and I think I need to start getting a bit fit, because it's 20 minutes around Brands Hatch Indy, and it's I'm realising how unfit I am. So yeah, note to self, must get fit or make the car easier to drive. But I think getting fitter will be the cheap and easier option, so I think we'll go for that route. But yeah, so first race tomorrow is about lunchtime. Hopefully no rain, as we've had rain after our race today, so it's you know, the race was nice and dry. Some really good battles, some yeah. I'll put the videos up, but yeah, some near moments and near misses and things, but overall good race, and yeah, so stay tuned, and we'll see how races 2 and 3 go tomorrow. But so far it's still in one piece. That's the main thing. So we do, you know, we come to have fun and put the cover back in the trailer at the end of the weekend in one piece. So far so good. Fingers crossed it keeps on like that. Yeah, speak to soon, guys. YouTube. Didn't get to do a bit of a talk about race 2 and 3 for the video that I've yet to make while we're at Brands Hatch. So now it's kind of tucked up back in the garage. We're on, what day are we on now? Wednesday after the racing. It's the first time I've actually had to get back into the garage. So yeah, epic weekend. Speedfest always is a brilliant weekend. One of my favourite events of the year, even though it's such a long bloody way for us to go. But you know, it's just the whole atmosphere. Love it. And Bernie, Simeon, and Adam, the Chorosh guys, you know, who are the organisers of the Bernie's V8s, always go above and beyond that one. It's a brilliant weekend. If you didn't make it, and you can, definitely put that one in your calendar for next year in your diaries. It's just awesome from start to finish, and if you get the weather as well, it's even better, which sadly we kind of did and didn't, but you know. But anyway, yeah, so race 1 was decent. Loads of time in the car, just the driver, the idiot sat behind the wheel, just wasn't fast enough basically, but you know, we I can't remember where we started, 11th or 12th or something. We finished in 10th and 3rd in class, so it wasn't the end of the world. Matt and his Shamira, he was second in class, sort of my main competitor really in the British V8s. Nearly a second slower than him, I think. It's but he's always gone well at Brands. Just it's one of them. I need to must try harder next time. And the guy who won it, it's Ricky Cahn's Aston with Sam driving that one. But I mean, the Aston's it's on another level. It's got a probably thick. I've got about 380 horse in this one, and I reckon he'll have an honest 200 horsepower more than me. So you know, never really kind of in the game with that one. But to be fair, Sam drove a superb race, battling for the lead. I actually got lapped, which doesn't often happen to me at Brands Hatch, but that shows that either the lack of my pace or the extent of their pace, one of the two. But yeah, so reverse grid for race 2, top 10 swapped. So the first race of Sunday meant I started pole, which was actually a first, I believe, for me. So won my class plenty times, led races a few times, but never actually started from the P1 spot. So it was a bit nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. And yeah, got a really good start actually, but Rob Hollyman in the Porsche, as you'll see from the video, got an even better start and is clearly more confident on cold tyres than I am. So because we actually had the same tyres on for that weekend, both running the Nankang R1s, and yeah, he managed to kind of stick it on the outside round turn 1. We had all agreed in the assembly area beforehand, let's not kind of be idiots and take each other out at the first corner. So you know, I did kind of give him plenty of room, as he did me. And then on the run up to the hairpin, you know, again we both gave each other room, and he came on the hairpin P1, and yeah, credit to him. But you know, another really good race. We ended up finishing 5th overall. We would have been 4th, but I got kind of boxed in and struggled to get past a few of the back martyrs, which that's racing. Credit to Martin, he passed us a few laps from the end, and he kind of caught the traffic and managed to get through the traffic a little bit better than I did, and just kind of a sneaky move, and kind of stuck it up the inside, get a better exit off the corner, stuck it up the inside, and got the move, and kind of couldn't get him back. So yeah, so that was brilliant. Race 3 was wet, but didn't look that wet. Was kind of in two minds whether to do it or not, or whether to just kind of call it a day, because a lot of competitors and a lot of other guys had already kind of packed up, or and either had or were in the process of leaving. So it was like, do we do it? It's late, but you know what, we here, so leave the dries on. It didn't look wet enough for wets. Leave the dries on. If I've got absolutely zero grip, I was just pulling after the warm-up lap. He said before he put his helmet on. Then we went out, had absolutely zero grip on the warm-up lap and still raced. But as it turned out, it was actually wet enough for wets, because I think the top 6 or 7 finishers all had wet weather tyres on. And we went from 5th to, I think, 10th or 11th or something like that. But massive spin coming on the start, finish straight. From the in-car camera, it doesn't look that bad. I can assure you, where I was sat, it felt a lot worse than kind of what it looks on camera. Just really pleased that the people around me managed to avoid me. So there was no contact. Kind of resumed with tail between one's legs and continued. But yeah, there was quite a few other lads spinning left, right, and centre in zero grip. And the way the power comes in on this one, it's a little bit kind of, it's like a wall, shall we say. So you have to be very careful on the throttle. I don't think I actually got the full throttle the entirety of that race, but actually thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really good. Eventually kind of got to how the Nankangs were working in the wet. Not very well, but given enough grip. If you know, it was just kind of almost tick over in third round the hairpin, but it went round, so it was good. That was a shorter 15-minute race, and that was the race I actually wanted to be a little bit longer, because I was actually starting to catch the guys in front, I think, as well. So it was it would have been a good last 2 or 3 laps had we had an extra 5 minutes. But hey, just flick it round here. Look, the car is back. She's in one piece. So yeah. The only damage done, believe it or not, was on the way home. One of the jerry cans slipped and has actually damaged the back of the car. So it looks like it'll be good taking a trip to the sticker shop to kind of get that rectified for Donington. But yeah, found out this weekend when I was trying to set it up, I can't quite get enough camber on the near side front, the passenger side front wheel. So I've got plans afoot to help get a little bit more camber on there. A few little things I want to do to the car. Most notably, actually, is I'm going to fit we've got obviously the plumbed in fire extinguisher there, and I'm going to fit a handheld one. Just after friend and fellow competitor Tim Davis had it was a freak accident, but his car ended up in flames. Sadly, a brand spanking new Corvette ended up on fire. And if it hadn't been for his and Amanda, the lady who was in the other car involved in the accident, if it hadn't been for them having handheld fire extinguishers, Tim's car probably wouldn't be existing anymore. I mean, the marshals do a fantastic job. It was just they couldn't get to the car fast enough with other circumstances going on. So yeah, so I think I'm going to look at investing and put a handheld fire extinguisher, so that if the worst does happen, I've got a chance of saving it. And I think, having spoken to a few people over the weekend, there's a lot of us actually looking at doing that. So hit us up in the comments, guys. Anybody who has any, recommendations or good suppliers or good deals or anything like that on a decent size handheld motorsport purpose fire extinguisher, please let me know, because I'm definitely in the market for one. And this next time this one's out is September, I think, at Donington Park. So 1-to-1 fitting for then, and I need to get my fire extinguisher serviced anyway. So it's 2 birds, 1 stone and all that. But yeah. So all in all, an absolutely fantastic weekend. Really enjoyed it. Just a shame that due to kind of family commitments and other commitments, we can't now do the next couple of meetings. So there's Brands Hatch on the Grand Prix circuit in a couple of weeks' time, but we can't make that one. And then there's the Autumn Park, which is being billed as like a Northern Speedfest, but it's the Ben's birthday that weekend, so that's definitely a no-go. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling on now, aren't I? But yeah, so this is kind of, I just thought I'd do a bit of a conclusion on the highlights video, but yeah, what an absolutely brilliant weekend. Thank you to everybody for the help, for their support, and just for making it such a good weekend. We always have a good laugh, and this time was no different. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. All the best. Hope you've enjoyed it. Assuming you have, please like, please share, please subscribe. I know I kind of push it, but it really does help us, and I do want to kind of make this channel a little bit kind of a bit bigger and a bit better, and obviously the only way I can do that is with the help of you guys. So please subscribe, and please like and share and all that rigmarole, and yeah, till the next time, thanks guys.